evening, everyone. I'm Kelvin. I kind of love doing Java projects. I love Java. I'm learning Java. So there's a little project that I did here. The main theme of the project was to be able to create a random file, initialize it, then write employees data in it randomly, and also read from it randomly. So let's first see how the GUI of the project looks like. And there it is. Let's expand it. So first here you are requested to write, you enter ID number of the employee, first name, and you enter the last name. Here you enter the pay rate, then you submit information. Then this button next is to clear the text fields so that you can input another employee's data. Then if you want to access an employee's data randomly, you just enter here the ID number, then you click this display button. It will display here in this J panel. It has a text field area. This way it will display the information. So first let us initialize our file. I have a class, I have a project, a class that's called initialize file. So this is the code. So this class creates a file path, then initializes the data at this point. This is where the data is first initialized. So you can see that it creates the ID number has two figures, as 200, then a space here for the first name, space for the second name, and here for the pay rate. So when we run this, let's run it in the terminal. So it will be Java initialize file, Good. So our file is initialized. We can open it. So let's try opening it here. Let's see if we shall find it. Yeah, right here, employee text. So you can see the file is initialized. You can see how it is. So we have created 100 records. So there are 100 records. So our next move is to record data now. So let's run the Java employee GUI class. So there it is. So here let's put Kelvin, ID number. ID number is, you can put maybe 9. So if I input 9, it will be placed into two digits, like the string will be converted into two characters. So that's in case for any error, maybe like this one, if someone enters only one digit. So the first name is Kelvin, second name is maybe Njoroge, then pay rate, let's say 6.7, then we submit, then we press enter. Let's enter another record, maybe let's say 04. So maybe let's say Tracy, let's say Nyaboke. Yeah, then let's give her 3 or maybe 0.1. So we submit the data, then maybe let's put something like something that's out of range, 101. That's our ID. Remember that our ID reaches to 100, but now here we are putting 101. Let's see what happens. And we have maybe something like James Juma. So maybe it's 5.6. So let's submit. So you can see when you submit, because the ID number is larger than what we have in our records, our records gets up to 100 records only, but now here we're putting 101. So you can see that the ID number, it throws you an exception, which is ID number exception, employee ID number is out of range. So okay, so we press that one, then now we enter maybe something like 15, and first name we have Peter Tieno, then maybe it's 2, and we submit. So if you want to display the data, we shall just come here, we put the ID number. Our ID number, the first one was 9. Let's see. So let's see how it displays. Press display. You can see we had put an ID number of 9 here. We had put an ID number of 9 here, but now you can see here it's 09. So it automatically converts that 9 to a two characters ID number, that's 09. So then we can press next. We put our next ID number, maybe let's say 15. We have 15. Let's see. So we display, you can see it's Peter Otieno. So another one, maybe let's say 1. Display. Oh, we have no record there. So maybe let's put what was the other record? Something like it was 5, I think so. 5, and display. Oh no, there is no. So let's go back to see to our records and see what we have. So we have number 15, 9, and 4. So let's try to, you can see the data is displayed here randomly. So even retrieving it is also random. So let's display record number 15. Yeah, there it is, and so for there. So if you want to clear this, text area, you just click on the clear button, and everything is cleared. So that's how this program works. So we have different classes here. The first one, it was to initialize the data, the random file. Here it is, we have initialized it. Then the second one, I had to create an ID num exception, a class to draw my exemption that I wanted. So here is, so this one is what draws the exemption. Then I had a read data file, because I had to put this code in different classes to avoid so because of maintenance and stuff like reading. Just kidding. So you can see the class that it is, the write data class, just methods. We have the write file code. So this is what writes the file. Then we have the read file. So you can see the read file here. So the read file. So this is where our reading takes place. So then we have our class that has also the main method. So you can see this was the question: create an application that uses a graphical interface to capture employees' data and write that data to a random access, blah blah blah. There it is. Yep. So you can see all those J buttons and stuff, the J text fields, panels. Yep. So this are all the backgrounds, the employee stuff. Yeah, that's a code. So this way now I was calling the methods from the classes. I first created a write data object, called the methods, then created a read data object and called its methods, and so forth. And here is the main method. Yeah, that's all about the application. Thank you for your time and listening.